See, guys, the funniest thing in life is when you have a family of people, and when you have people around you, and you are always traveling to them, and you're always doing it for them, and then every single time you have to call them to connect with them. But what happens is, eventually, they diss you, and they say, "Fuck off." I mean, we are with the family. I mean, we have our own family. I have a kid, man. I mean, they have a kid. I mean, they never want to hang around with you. I mean, so what do? I mean, make sure every single day you go towards yourself and you go and live your life in a different manner, making sure every single day you're going to focus upon living a life to the fullest. Because if you want to understand something about life, I mean, understand that you never rely on other people to go and do something great. I mean, never rely on other people to reply to you, and never rely on other people to be with them. I understand, because they never want to be around you. So I have many people from the past, but if I go up to them now, I mean, they say, "What do you want?" I say, "I want to hang around with you." I mean, they say, "We're busy." I mean, they're already disappointing me. I mean, if I say, "How about the weekend?" I mean, they may say, "Hey, I have a wedding. I have a restaurant that I have to go to. I have a nightclub that I have to run." I mean, they're always busy, you understand? I mean, what you have to understand, that it's the same for you. I mean, if you're always relying on them and you're calling them all the time and they're never calling you, I mean, guess what? I mean, then you're disappointing yourself. I mean, never call them. I mean, just move away from them. I mean, you must understand that it's either they are going to move away from you or you are going to move away from them. I mean, what do you want out of life? I mean, the best thing that you can do in life right now is making sure that you're successful and making sure every single day you're going to go and do the best you can. Because if you're doing the best you can every single day and you're focusing on a greater life for yourself, I make sure you understand I'm doing a live coaching video, but I understand that what's amazing is every single day focus upon making sure that you're going to go and do the best you can. Because if you're relying on other people, I mean, that's really disappointment. I mean, that's disappointing yourself because they never want to be around you. I mean, do you believe that, seriously, that they are going to be around you for the next 50 years? I mean, of course they're going to go with their families. I mean, of course they're going to travel somewhere else without you. I mean, of course they're going to get all the women and the men and have sex with them without you. I mean, do you get it? I mean, go your own way. I mean, forget about them. I mean, start learning skills to be alone. I mean, start learning how it is to travel the world alone. I mean, start really understanding to get away from the crowd and get away from the people out there and be with yourself, because that way you're going to love yourself. I mean, that way you're going to have all the money and all the riches and all that you ever want, because you're going to find your true friend like that. I mean, you're going to find your true friend because your true friend is you. I mean, you must understand that those people I left from the past never care about me. I mean, they never care about me, and I never want to chase them because they are people who are never creating a legacy for themselves. Unfortunately, now today, more than ever, you have to push yourself to communicate. You have to push yourself to go and create the music that you want to create. I mean, you have to push yourself for everything. I mean, if you understand how to push yourself, then you understand how to live life. I'm always living life to the fullest. I'm always making sure I look good. I mean, I'm looking the best ever. I mean, this is my best version. I mean, what's your best version? I mean, do you even have a best version in life? I mean, what's amazing is everybody has their own story. I mean, everybody has their own persona, as Mr. Julian himself says. I mean, go and check out his nice, beautiful YouTube, which is Mr. Julian himself. I mean, it's actually Julian himself. I mean, every single day, focus upon understanding that no matter what, that if you go and really understand how to really talk and how to really walk your talk, and then understand if you get away from the crowd, you will then never disappoint yourself. Because I understand that those people who are just traveling with the crowd and traveling with so-called friends who never ever want a legacy for themselves, I mean, guess what? I mean, they're nothing. I mean, they're peasants in this world. I mean, do you understand? I mean, anybody who never has a legacy online and who never has a career of building their own brand and legacy for their name, I mean, is a peasant. I mean, they're all peasants. I mean, they're all poor people. And I have many poor people from the past saying, "Ugh, I mean, Danny Milivojevic, I mean, forget him, man. I mean, the guy who left the crowd, I mean, what a fucking idiot." I mean, they call me like that. I mean, you understand? But they never even have a social media. I mean, who are they? I don't know, man. I just understand that they came into my life while I was growing up. I mean, guess what? I mean, when I go and choose my legacy over them, I mean, they never follow me. I mean, they never follow me. So I understand straight away who they are. So as soon as they try to go and spread your name as a negativity kind of basing of your name, and they try to say that you're negative or something like that, I mean, you are never negative. but understand that what's amazing is never try anything other than yourself. I mean, I always get away from the crowd. I never need the crowd around me because I understand that most people are fake losers. I mean, most people are just losers in life. I mean, they're all fake to me. I mean, in a sense, so what is amazing is anybody who persists in their career to build their legacy like I am today. I'm building my legacy. I'm just making sure I give you all the knowledge today. I'm just making sure every single day I'm going to perform as much as I can. I'm going to do as much content as I can every single day. I'm going to focus on making sure that no matter what, that my voice is heard. I'm going to make 6-minute videos and 10-minute videos and 1-hour videos. I'm going to make sure either way that I'm going to do as much as I can every single day. I focus on understanding that I'm always creating more space in my phones. I'm making sure that I want to do much more production in terms of producing content than distribution. I mean, so focus on the production much more than the distribution. I mean, because that way you have much more distribution to go. I mean, but if you have no production and distribution to go, approaching now, that means you're never even growing in the first place. I mean, so production is much more important than distribution. I mean, without production, there is no distribution. I mean, what can you distribute if you never produce anything? I mean, first you have to produce. So produce more and more and more, and then you can also distribute more and more. I mean, this is production right here. I mean, this is all production because why? I'm giving you audio quality, I'm giving you my face, I'm giving you my persona, I'm teaching you how I think, I'm teaching you how I'm living my life, but my voice right now is deeper. I have a deeper voice. And why is that? Because I'm public speaking. I'm speaking more. I'm turning myself on in a better way. I'm making sure every single day my Apple Watch over here is buzzing because every single hour I buzz my Apple Watch because I want to wake up every single hour. But if you explain yourself to other people, I mean, they never care about you. I mean, never try to explain yourself to other people. I mean, explain yourself to yourself. I mean, never try to teach other people. I mean, try to teach yourself something. I mean, try to teach yourself along what you're teaching. Because if you're teaching yourself and you're teaching yourself how to become happier, that's the whole point. I mean, who cares about them? I mean, if you're trying to teach them how to be happier, I mean, they can choose to listen to you. I mean, if you teach yourself how to be happier, I mean, of course you're listening right away. I mean, the difference between the successful people and the unsuccessful is the successful people listen more. I mean, I listen to Jesus Christ. I listen to him. I listen to people who have information to give me. I listen more. I follow what successful people are doing. I follow what Jesus Christ is doing every single day, the most. I just find myself around life with Jesus Christ. I never need anybody else. I make sure every single day you understand that what's important here is making sure that you vibe. I mean, you have to be vibing with daily life. I mean, you have to be making sure that you're going to go and prosper. I mean, go and prosper for yourself. I mean, go and make sure every single day you're going to thrive. I mean, make sure every single day that you connect the videos together and then post them online together. I mean, because I enjoy never talking to you guys. I enjoy that. I enjoy talking to myself in my video. Yeah. I'm having a conversation with myself. I never need you guys to comment in my YouTube channel and give me comments. I never need you guys to give me comments, man. I just need you to listen to what I have to say. I just need you to listen to what I have to say. I mean, your comments never make me anybody much more. I mean, your feedback never makes me anything much more, man. I mean, I'm speaking for itself. I mean, this is who I am. I mean, this is my whole review. I give myself 10 out of 10 right here. I never need your 5-star review, man. I never need your 10-star review. I already have all the reviews I ever need in my voice. I mean, it's all in my persona. I never need you guys to go on audible.com to write me a review, please. I never need you guys to write me anything. I never need you guys to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I never need you to even listen to my knowledge. Understand? I'll rush it down. That's how I am. I never need you at all. I never need your money. I never need your face around me. I never need you at my events at all. I mean, do you understand? Because what's important is I understand I just need I never need anything else. Rush now, that's what I mean. That when I'm by myself in terms of my I, and I'm alone all the time, rush now, I'm always learning how to understand my word I. I'm always understanding that everybody else is going to disappoint you. I approach the woman out there, rush they want somebody else other than you. Rush the men out there, rush they want somebody else other than you. I understand? Rush, that's how it is. I just want I never want anybody else. I mean, I just want the word I always have the word I. I mean, what do I do now? I increase the word I make sure every single day I understand that my legacy is important. Unfortunately, now, since I'm understanding my legacy over here is always getting bigger, I understand legacy is for free. I mean, legacy is a free work. I mean, you have to be doing something for free for your legacy. I mean, are you charging for your legacy today? I mean, you must understand that what's important is understand that eventually you go and make great events and big events around yourself. But first, go and do the work for free and go and understand how it is to have social media and to be on social media and to have a greater legacy for yourself. Because those who have a greater legacy are the ones who are going to speak more. I mean, those who have a greater legacy are the ones doing more content. I understand that these French people and all these people around the world playing soccer and sports, I mean, eventually they retire, man. I mean, they retire at 50 or 45 or 30. I mean, some break their legs at 25. I mean, guess what? I mean, they're finito. I mean, they have nothing of a career. I mean, they have no public speaking abilities anymore. I mean, they have only 7 letters in their vocabulary. I mean, understand? Because guess what? I mean, that's what soccer players are, man. I mean, soccer players have 7 letters of vocabulary in their life. I mean, out of 23 letters, I mean, they have 7 letters in their life, man. I mean, understand? When they play soccer, I understand either way. I'm pretty sure they can play soccer. I'm pretty sure that's all they're good at. I mean, you understand? So what is amazing is understanding that if you can go and public speak as well, and you can also communicate and have a YouTube channel while you're doing sports around the world, now that's even better. Now, if you can go and really dwell upon a better life for yourself and making sure that no matter what, that you're going to prosper in your career, I promise you it's worth it. I love music production so much that I have to find more time all the time to make sure that I'm always doing my work. I always have more time. I'm making sure every single day you understand that. I'm making sure every single day I want to look the best I can. I never need a woman around me. I never need kids around me. I never need them. I want my legacy to be. I want my legacy to be big in life. I mean, you understand? I want people to see me. I want them to say, "Hey, that they have no YouTube channel, and I have over 20,000 hours of videos online." I mean, I have over 10 million followers. I mean, they have no followers. I understand? Because guess what? I'm just much more famous, aren't I? I'm just much more in life. I mean, they laugh at my following right now. I mean, laugh at it. I mean, go ahead. But what's amazing is you can never laugh at me. I mean, you can never laugh at me, man. I mean, you can laugh at them. I mean, you guys, I mean, they're laughing at you for giving me this many followers. I mean, they're not laughing at me. I mean, nobody can laugh at me because I'm successful. I'm better than yesterday. But you guys are the one that I'm laughing at. I'm laughing at you guys who never follow me. I'm laughing at all of you because I have Jesus Christ in my life. I am laughing at everybody who never follows me and who believes that they are better than me. I'm laughing at you straight away because I'm the best, always. I mean, nobody's better than me. I mean, nobody's better than my word I. I mean, understand? But when other people are laughing at me because I have this many followers or whatever, I promise you that's because they're laughing at you. I mean, they're laughing. I mean, they're never laughing at me, man. I mean, they believe they're laughing at me. I mean, no. I mean, I'm better than yesterday, mate. I'm better than yesterday. I'm looking the best ever. I'm feeling the best ever. I have more videos than them on YouTube. I have more photos of myself on Instagram than they do. I have more photos and videos of myself on YouTube and social media than you do in life. I mean, how can you laugh at me and my following? I mean, in a sense, so every single day, why is that? I mean, because people are stupid. I mean, people are unaware. I mean, what can you do? I send my nice, beautiful videos everywhere. I send my nice, beautiful business cards everywhere. I promise you that's all they want to give me. Is what? I mean, some kind of following. I mean, I never care about your following anymore. I never care about your following, man. I care about my status. I care about my legacy. I never need your following. I mean, you guys are going to pass away soon. You who is watching me, I mean, you'll pass away very soon. I mean, you shall pass away. I mean, do you understand? I mean, somebody after you is going to watch me. I mean, somebody after that is going to watch me. I mean, your kids are going to watch me, man. I mean, your grandkids, man. I mean, they're going to watch me, man. I mean, they're going to follow me, man. I never fucking care about following. I care about money now. I care about money now. I mean, do you have money to give me? Or that's what I care about. I never need to be around people who want to feed me a sandwich, man. I have a soy milk, man. I have soy milk already, man. Understand? I have all the money in the world already. I never need your $2, man. I understand? I mean, you have $10,000 to give me. I mean, if you have no $10,000, I mean, go away right now. I mean, get away from me. I mean, that's how it is. I mean, that's it. I mean, you have to understand. I want my time to be valuable. I can price my time. I mean, every single day you must understand. I never just go with anybody. I mean, if you're famous, I may come and give you money. to be around you. I mean, in a sense, so every single day I understand either way that what's important is to rather give rich people money than poor people. I mean, do you understand? Because rich people teach me how to be rich. I mean, do you understand? I mean, guess what? I mean, Jesus Christ gives you everybody. I'm pretty sure Jesus Christ gives everybody money. I mean, do you understand? Because Jesus Christ's Bible is for free. I'm sure that's the only book that Jesus Christ is selling for free. I mean, that's the book of life. I mean, that's everything. I understand, but everybody else is a derivative of the Bible. I understand, but my word I is just as equal as everybody else. I mean, what do? I mean, you must understand that people are pricing me on everything, man. I mean, they want me to work a 9-to-5 job all my life. I never want to work a 9-to-5 job, so I have to price people. I understand? I have to price people. I have to make a living. Apparently, it's a different life, isn't it? Apparently, back then, Jesus Christ can, also even today, Jesus Christ can do anything for free. I understand, because that's God. I mean, God has eternal life. I mean, God has everything. I mean, God has all the knowledge. I understand? I have all the knowledge too. I can do anything I want. I mean, make sure you understand that life is for free already. I mean, if you understand how to grow your legacy, apparently, what are you waiting for? I mean, it's never about the money, man. I mean, it's never about spouse and having kids in a family. Apparently, it's never about that. Apparently, it's about your legacy. I mean, do you choose a wife or a husband or your legacy? I mean, what do you choose? I mean, do you choose to have kids or your legacy? I mean, what do you want? I mean, do you choose Jesus Christ or wine? I mean, they're saying, I mean, you can never have wine and drink wine and alcohol and drugs and do drugs in terms of Jesus Christ. I mean, it's either you pick Jesus Christ or drugs. I mean, what do you want? I mean, Gary Vaynerchuk drinks wine and wants to follow Jesus Christ. I mean, what kind of hypocrite is that? I mean, you understand? I mean, how do you drink wine and follow Jesus Christ? I mean, how do you do that? I mean, stop lying to yourself. I mean, stop lying. I mean, Jesus Christ never drinks wine. I mean, you can never drink wine and follow Jesus Christ. I mean, if you follow Jesus Christ, get rid of the wine. It's that simple. Now, every single day, focus on understanding that if you want to grow yourself and you want to become the best version of yourself, I mean, you must understand it's about legacy today. I have to push my content into the world. I have to make sure everybody else is going to have what they deserve every single day. I make sure every single day you understand something about me. I'm going to make sure I'm growing. I'm going to make sure I'm delivering content. I mean, content is king. I mean, you must understand that. I mean, if I grow my heart out every single day to grow, I make sure every single day you understand how to grow. I make sure every single day I understand how to really do growth. I make sure every single day I'm moving away from other people because it's just a big disappointment for me. I love life. I make sure every single day I never need them in my life. I make sure every single day I continue my video. So if I have 40 minutes of video left to produce in this video, because that's the limit in my phone, I make sure I delete some content and I have no limits. I mean, I have no limits regardless, because I always find a new way to make videos. I make sure every single day you understand that you need money to get internet. I mean, you need money to get internet. I mean, go and fund your business. I mean, fund it with a 9-to-5 job. I mean, fund it with other people's money. I mean, use the government's money. I mean, use your parents' money. I love that. I mean, use anybody's money. And get free money. And fund your business, man. I mean, do startups. I mean, do whatever you can every single day to make sure that no matter what, that you're going to go and do the best you can. I promise you now, every single day I understand that for myself, I realize my startups are just being able to go and do much more wisdom and communicate and just be able to push more content online. Promise, that's it. Promise now, if you understand how to really grow yourself every single day and push your content online and just do you, I mean, just be I promise now, everything is going to be yours. Promise, that's it. Promise now, if you understand that, I promise you either way, that's the only decision you have to make. I promise you either way, guys, I understand that no matter what, I must cut this video just a bit short because I understand that what's going to happen is I'm going to connect this video together in another video so I can go and have another hour. I promise you, although I understand that my nice beautiful phone over here has another 20 minutes of video left in terms of recording, so I have to go and remove some space from my videos so I can continue my other videos as well. I promise now, if you understand either way, I'm always looking for new ways. I'm always using what I can. I'm using nice beautiful resources every single day, and I'm using everybody's knowledge and ideas to succeed. I promise now, if you do that, you will be successful. I mean, you must be successful if you continue to grow. I promise now, that's it. I promise now, if you understand either way, just make sure every single day you have a greater mindset and then go and really learn. I'm just continuing this video, guys. So guess what? I mean, every single day, focus on understanding that you have to push your content. I mean, you have to push your content into the world. So outside right now, you have to understand that when it rains and when it's storming, I'm always finding myself indoors. I'm always making sure that no matter what, that I go to an accommodation where I'm away from other people and where I'm making sure every single day I'm focusing on a better life because I believe in something greater. I mean, every single day focus on understanding that what's important is making sure you understand your I. So now that you understand that you guys also have subtitles in your nice beautiful videos of YouTube, I mean, every time you make a video on YouTube, I mean, YouTube has a nice beautiful software where they're going to add subtitles for you in your videos. So it's excellent. So understand that you never have to do subtitles anymore. I mean, just understand that YouTube does it for you. That's all. So this video is something that I'm just creating with my words. But then YouTube has a software where I place this nice beautiful video into YouTube, and YouTube will process it and do the subtitles. I mean, YouTube will do it in terms of the YouTube. Will do my subtitles for me. I mean, that's amazing, isn't it? I mean, every single day, understand every single day. Now we're going to save much more time, and we're going to help people who are deaf as well. And we're going to understand either way that what you need to do daily is focus on the greater you. So no matter what you are, I mean, if you're blind or if you're deaf today, you must understand, if you understand anything about life, you must understand that nobody is sick in this lifetime. I mean, there's no sickness in this lifetime unless you make it so. I mean, you must understand that if you're blind, I mean, look at your feelings and look at your communication. I mean, are you able to speak? I mean, how can you be blind if you're able to speak? I mean, there's no chance that you can be blind if you're able to speak. I mean, if you understand how to say I love you, I mean, how can you be deaf? I mean, you can never be deaf if you understand how to say I love you. I mean, in a sense, every single day, if you understand how to look at me, I mean, how do you confine deaf? I mean, there's no such thing as deaf people in this lifetime. I love that. Watch now, there's always sights. I promise you, if you can hear, I mean, you can also watch me. I mean, you can watch me and hear me. I mean, you can feel me. I mean, you can understand how my vibrational tones are. I mean, you can see my nice, beautiful vibrational tones through my frequency of how I look. I mean, in the sense of when I'm really, really talking every single day, and I'm making sure every single day I'm growing in different ways, I'm making sure to go and do something I've never done before, because that's the whole point of being a nice, beautiful individual that you are. Now, if you understand every single day that no matter what, if you're growing yourself and you're growing other people and you're looking for more information in the process of what you're doing, I mean, go and really be able to give knowledge upon how to improve people daily, because that's how we motivate people. I mean, I realize every single day we must be motivating people in different regards every single day to make sure that we're going to go and build a legacy of doing something in life. So I'm always doing something. So I have a music production career as well that I have to do, and I have to start tonight to go and actually make this nice, beautiful music come true for myself, because I want to eventually go around the world, and I want to also do some music production along that. I want to be able to go and do some music production along with that, because I understand that what's important is making sure that we're building our legacy and making our dreams come true. Whereas now, anybody who's making their dreams come true is somebody who's building upon their communicational style. So I never want to go around people doing free busking events anymore, because I understand that what's important for me personally is never being around poor people and poor attitudes who believe they're richer than me. I mean, they're drug addicts, guys, and guess what? I mean, they never want my business card. I never want to be around them. I never want to be around those people. So I understand every single day that if you want to see me somewhere around the world, I mean, you have to give me money. I'm brushing out every single day. I understand that no matter what, though of course YouTube is for free, but I understand every single day. I understand I do that for free because that's my legacy on YouTube. I mean, in a sense, so I'm always doing something online. I have a Mega Drive, or else all my content I ever have is in Mega Drive. I mean, in a sense, so then Instagram is a derivative of my Mega Drive, and so is my YouTube. I mean, every single day I understand that no matter what, people are familiar with Instagram and YouTube, but that's more enough for me. I mean, I have Mega Drive and Instagram and YouTube. That's all I ever need in this lifetime. Now, everything I have is in my word I. Now, everything I ever need is my word I. I promise you all that every single day I understand that when I'm talking much more, and I understand how people are every single day, I understand that they will disappoint you in every single area of life. So what you can do every single day is focusing on yourself the most is the best aspect of life if you understand how to do so. I promise you now, many people go throughout life never ever wanting to create a legacy for themselves, because many people believe that money is much more important than legacy. I mean, many people go into a 9-to-5 job and they stay there forever. I mean, and why is that? Because they never build the skills and the courage and the leadership skills they need to be able to step up in front of people. So what you need to do as a 9-to-5 job individual is understand to go after the 9-to-5 job, go to busking performances and start doing something in front of a crowd and start to really develop that talent that you have. Because something around singing and life coaching and also public speaking, and there is singing and acting, and there is a lot of stuff in terms of talking with other people that you have passions about. And even if it's juggling a ball or whatever it is, I mean, go and understand you have to be in front of people doing it. I mean, in a sense, so what's important is understanding that words rule the life. So if you understand that no matter what, that you can go around people and start teaching languages. I mean, look at my language courses. I mean, if you look at my language courses in my YouTube playlist, I mean, go and teach people that in front of people. I mean, teach people how to do languages at least. I mean, do something at least to make a service for others so that other people can go and really give you money in the process of making you become famous. I mean, in a sense, so every single day you must understand that who's going to make you famous in life? I promise you it's you. I promise you, you're the only one that's going to actually go and do the steps for you. I mean, you're the only one that's going to talk for you. I mean, you're the only one that's going to travel the world with you. I promise you that there's nobody else that's going to come with you. I mean, in a sense, so you must understand that people changed their opinions about you, and people will also try to traumatize you. I mean, they'll try to cause you violence, and you must understand either way that what's important is stay away from people altogether if you feel that you are going to understand life, because you will understand, I promise you, you understand life right away when you stay away from people. I mean, every single day I understand that when I stay away from people, I focus on understanding that I'm much happier in the process, and I'm always never causing violence. I'm making sure every single day I focus on my beautiful task at hand, but I understand that what's important is my road ahead. And now in my road ahead is I'm making sure every single day I'm adding to the equation of life in different ways and modules by making sure that everybody has more information about everything. So when I look at the world around me, I'm making sure I'm studying what's happening on the news channels, I'm studying what's happening around the world and around the people that are around me, because I understand every single day I want to be making sure that I'm better than the individual who's next to me. I mean, I want to be making sure I'm looking better, I'm feeling better, I have a better job than them, I have better muscles, I have better looks, I have better everything, I have better clothing, I have better money, I have better success. I mean, because I want to be successful. I love it. I make sure every single day that I want other people to be more jealous of me than I am more of them. I mean, so every single day you must understand no matter what, I'm only the word I today. I'm making sure every single day I focus upon understanding I'm never jealous of other people because I make it so. I make it so in a way that I go and accumulate all this nice beautiful knowledge and I put it online very quickly, and then I connect the videos together, and then I make sure every single day that everybody has more content from Danny Milivojevic about something. So for example, Marlo, who is a music producer of Australia, I mean he's an electronic music producer who is Marlo. I understand Armin van Buuren and Deadmau5 and all these people. I understand Alim Fila and Above and Beyond and Andrew Rao. Now these people are posting content, let's say twice a week on YouTube. I mean twice a week, and that's it. I mean, it feels like they're posting a lot on YouTube. I mean, although they're doing it only twice a week. But I'm posting 7 times a week and up to 20 times. I realize 7 times to 20 times a week and more on YouTube. So I'm focusing on really delivering content as much as I can because I want to be much more productive than them. So I'm posting music production as well as content in terms of everything that I need to post right now on YouTube and inside of my Mega Drive. So I'm focusing on practicing and developing my talents, because eventually in 20 years time I get to go around nightclubs, I get to go around places because I have the skills, I have the ability to be able to do it. So because I am able to go and create a nice beautiful electronic music track with a rhythm now, virtually it's nice and beautiful to listen to. So I can say it's my track. I can say it's finally something I am creating that's going to help people to understand my love for this world. Every single day you must understand that everything I ever have in this life is very beautiful. But what's amazing is when you can create more of what is beautiful, firstly, then you become more beautiful, don't you? Now, every single day I'm looking to understand, to thrive in life. I'm making sure every single day I eat the food I need to eat. I'm drinking always my nice beautiful 1 liter of fruit juice. I have fruit juice. So this one is a tropical smoothie, and it's a banana one. Or else this one's a banana one. Although I have a pear, I have a pineapple, I have orange and mango and banana and passion fruit in this one. But there's another one that has berries in it. So there are 2 of them, but I understand either way, one of them a day keeps the doctors away. So I'm a vegan, so I understand that in these fruit juices, you may find, for example, the sodium is very low. The dietary fiber is very low. So get your fiber in the cereals and in the beans. And also in bread. Although with sugar, the sugar in the fruit juice is all natural sugars. So it's all natural, and it's 10 grams of sugar per 100 ml. You must understand that it's natural sugar, so it's good for you. You must understand, although carbohydrates never makes you fat, and it's healthy for you. So the more carbs, the more carbs you eat, the better for you. Carbs is energy. So if you have sugar and energy, in terms of if you have natural sugars and carbohydrates in your diet, then you're going to understand much more energy, but it's only ever a short-lasting energy boost. So when I have this one, I realize that people wake up in the morning and they have caffeine and a cigarette to boost their day. I have 1 liter of fruit juice right away, and I'm already energetic. Because what is fruits? I mean, it's natural sugars, and it boosts my energy right away, doesn't it? I realize now carbohydrates are in fruits as well. So it boosts my energy and it gives me that lift and boost, and my nice beautiful skin tone color as well comes from all the fruits out there. So when I go and really eat 1 liter of or I eat 1 liter of fruit juice every single day, I drink it, and I understand it's 5-star. I mean, you understand 5 stars? I understand every single day. You must understand no matter what, get yourself 5-star food. And then you understand if I promise you, if it's 5-star, it means natural sugars, because how can white sugar be 5-star? I mean, so every single day you must understand that when you're reading the label and you're looking at the nice beautiful fat and tones over here, I mean, inside of the nice beautiful fruit juice, I mean, it's low protein. I mean, plant protein is low inside fruits. I mean, you must understand why, because I mean, the banana has the most fruits in terms of, has the most plant protein out of all the fruits out there. I mean, so every single day, understand that vegetables is where you get plant protein. I mean, now change the vegetables to get your plant protein and to get your fiber, and also the cereals, and also the nice beautiful beans, and also the nice beautiful wholemeal. I mean, you must have that, and then also understand that this fruit juice is going to give you the other vitamins and minerals every single day to succeed. So I have a soy milk as well. I have over here, for example, I have 3 grams of protein per 100 ml. So, well, 1 liter of soy milk, I get 34 grams of protein in terms of plant protein. So this soy milk is much better to drink than the actual fruit juice. I mean, do you understand? And why is that? Because the soy milk is long-lasting energy. I mean, why is it long-lasting energy? Because it gives me all the plant protein. I mean, plant protein is so much more important than carbohydrates and the natural sugars. I mean, it's much more important to have natural plant protein. So if you have much more plant protein in your diet, and never meat protein, I mean, never eat meat protein, I mean, eat plant protein. So in this one over here, I understand that what's amazing is some soy milks are going to say that the intake of this nice beautiful soy milk has less calcium than the intake that you must have to have in your life. So for example, what I mean is some soy milks are only in designing mode for you to drink the plant protein, but never for the calcium. I mean in a sense, so sometimes in other nice beautiful soy milks you have calcium, and in other soy milks there's no calcium at all. So focus on understanding that if you're feeding your children soy milk, I mean, feed them the ones that have calcium in it. I mean, because kids need calcium. I mean, so anything that's calcium helps your bones and helps your skin grow, and make sure you understand that it's a mineral, and it's going to help you understand it's a vitamin as well. I mean, you must understand calcium is very important for your kids, but get it in soy milk only. I mean, get your calcium in soy milk only, and also in tofu and beans. I mean, feed that to your kids every single day, and it never matters what age your kids are. I mean, although some soy milks, it says on the label that you must never give it to a kid, because I understand why do they say that? I understand because it has low calcium. I understand, so it's never the complete, let's say, calcium intake for your kids. So understand that's because of the calcium. So if it says that on the actual label, it's because the product label and the nice beautiful content that you have is something that you need, although it's something that you must understand that needs more calcium. So go and get your calcium from other soy milks and feed that to your kid. But just be sure to understand, to read the label and the calcium of the nice beautiful soy milk that you have. So this one has, I mean, it has to have over 90 milligrams of calcium per 100 ml. So if you look at the nice beautiful 100 ml over here, I mean, just look at this box over here. I mean, this box over here is where the per 100 ml is. So make sure you understand to read just that box all the time. And when you're reading that box, you're understanding that it's going to be 90 mils to 120 mils of calcium, and sometimes it goes up to 200 mils. I mean, so either way, you must understand that one of these soy milks is more enough for anybody every single day to drink. I mean, so this is more than 1,000. I mean, this is more than one. I mean, it's just making sure I'm better than up. I mean, this is 1 gram of nice, beautiful calcium every single day, because this is milligrams, and I understand that grams in terms of calcium every single day, you must have at least 1 gram every single day of calcium to be understanding that is all you ever need. I mean, 1 gram of calcium. I mean, so every single day, you must have 1 gram of calcium every single day to focus on a greater life. Approach. Now, if you understand no matter what, that with plant protein, although it's different. And our plant protein is when you have 70 kilos of weight, I mean, you must go and eat and drink 70 grams of plant protein. I mean, so drinking 2 of these babies, I mean, that means you're going to get 2 grams of calcium, and then you're going to grab 70 grams of plant protein as well. And then I understand either way that this over here is going to give you an energy boost only, but this one is going to give you lasting energy. Understand? So what's the difference? I mean, juice will give you the nice beautiful vitamins and minerals. I mean, you must understand that. I mean, you must understand it will give you the vitamins and minerals and a quick energy boost. Understand? And it will also help you go to the toilet. I mean, this over here will break down the food that you're eating and drinking to help you go to the toilet. Understand? So you may face diarrhea, for example. I mean, you may have diarrhea, for example, if you drink fruit juice, but it's a good thing because diarrhea means you're cleaning out your system. I mean, so just recently I went and I drank one of these and then I had diarrhea. And I mean, you understand? So why do I have diarrhea? Because this fruit juice is actually helping me to break down all my food, and my tummy was I mean, always grumbling for. I mean, it was grumbling for 1 hour. I mean, so you must understand it's because the juice is cleaning up my system. I mean, it's cleaning up all the food I ate, and it's really breaking it down. I mean, so that's why I had diarrhea before. So diarrhea is good for you if you understand that it's cleaning out your system. I mean, if it's just happening once a month in terms of diarrhea, I mean, it's good for you. But if it's happening every single day, I mean, if diarrhea is happening every single day, then it may be a illness. I mean, so focus on understanding that if diarrhea is happening constantly every single day for the rest of your life, I mean, guess what? I mean, go to a doctor and see what's going on right here. I mean, or try to solve it yourself. I mean, try to solve it yourself and try to see and ask questions about that, because I understand that what's important is understand that if it's once a month diarrhea, I understand, and then you drink you drink another one of these and then there's no diarrhea anymore. I mean, guess what? I mean, it's just good for you. I understand, but if it's diarrhea every single day, then focus on understanding to ask a doctor about what is it. I mean, go and ask them. I understand. I mean, guess what? I mean, focus on understanding either way that this one here also can, let's say, in life. I mean, you must understand that this is very important because this is going to help you give energy, and this helps you to give you the nice, beautiful plant protein you need. So, what's important is understand that spirulina and barley grass and also wheatgrass is another form of, let's say, calcium, and also all the nice beautiful minerals and vitamins and nutrients you ever need. I mean, in a sense, so if you're a vegan, I mean, soy milk and fruit juice, of course, and also spirulina and wheatgrass and barley grass is the way to go. I mean, in a sense, so that's all you ever need, and then sparkling water and also mineral water. I promise you, you need nothing else. I mean, do you see Coca-Cola? I mean, do you see Fanta? I mean, do you see Sprite? I mean, do you see iced tea? I mean, do you see Coca-Cola in terms of the hot chocolate? I mean, you see the caffeine? I mean, there's no caffeine right here. I mean, there's no such thing as cocoa powder for me. I mean, there's no such thing as caffeine and drugs and cigarettes and the Fanta and Coke and KFC Coke and Pepsi and McDonald's Coke. I mean, who cares about that? I mean, so I never drink all that shit. I drink white. I drink the nice, beautiful way of saying I never drink white sugar. I mean, I drink natural sugars. I drink plant protein sugars. So this one here, in terms of the soy milk, has sugars, but it's natural because it comes from the actual soy. I mean, so if it comes from the soy, it's natural. I mean, if the sugar comes from the fruit, I mean, it's natural. I mean, but anything that's white sugar is, that's adding sugar to it. I mean, so never add sugar to your foods. I mean, cake is never ever natural. I mean, chocolate is never natural. I mean, you understand that? I mean, chocolate is never natural sugar, man. I mean, they're adding cocoa powder. I mean, as soon as you see cocoa powder in there, I mean, there's white sugar in there too. I understand? Or actually, there's white sugar where cocoa powder is. Or actually, if you see caffeine in there, I promise you there is also white sugar in it. I understand? I promise you. Now, every single day you must understand to stay away from cocoa powder, because cocoa powder is addictive, and so is caffeine. I understand? So stay away from that, and I never need you to be a drug addict on that. I understand? I mean, be much more addictive to plant protein and to fruits and vegetables than anything else. But I understand every single day that if you go and really understand veganism is the best way to eat, so be addictive to the word I only, and then understand how to grow with the food and drink that you're eating. So every single day, focus on saying that this may say storage instructions or whatever, but make sure if you get yourself a juice, I mean, drink it right away, man. I mean, if you get yourself soy milk, I mean, once you open it, I mean, drink it right away. And understand that, for example, this one here, I can leave this one closing, or as this one over here, it can be, let's say, I mean, the lid can be on, and let's say I have to open it. I mean, then I understand I have to drink it right away. But if you leave it, I mean, if you leave the lid on and without opening it, I mean, guess what? I mean, you can store this soy milk for 7 days, and you're sweet. I mean, it will never go out of date. But as soon as you open it, I mean, then you have to drink as much as possible, and drink it as soon as possible, and within 2 days it goes out of date. I mean, in a sense, so as soon as you open a soy milk bottle, I mean, be drinking it before 24 hours passes, because that way it never goes out of date. I mean, sense, so realize I can get 3 of these babies. I mean, I can drink one, and the other ones can be in storage inside of my bag, for example, for 7 days, and it will never ever, for example, go out of date. But there's no preservatives in soy milk. I mean, you'll never find preservatives in soy milk. I mean, so in fruit juice, I realize now in fruit juice you may find preservatives. I want you to be careful. I want you to read over here every single day. I want you to read the ingredients list. I want you to see that if it says pears 35% and pineapple 23% and orange 15% and mango 15% and banana 10% and passion fruit 2% and antioxidant and absorbic acid. I understand, but guess what? Absorbic acid is something that breaks down your food. So that's why you can have diarrhea, for example. So that's good for you. It's good for you. Because absorbic acid comes from the actual antioxidant, or else it's an antioxidant. So anything that's an antioxidant is a absorbic acid. So it comes from the fruits itself. So that's why fruits and fruit juice can give you diarrhea. Focus on understanding that soy milk will never give you diarrhea. Soy milk helps you go toilet. Although it's a long-lasting energy. So it's just in your body for 12 hours. It's in your body, and it's just absorbing that plant protein is your body. So the actual anything that gives you quick energy boost can make you go to diarrhea. So focus on that, and then understand that no matter what, anything that's long-lasting, that's more of a liquid, like for example water, and also water is quick energy, but it's also lasting energy. Water gives you lasting energy, and so does soy milk. But anything that's fruit juice gives you quick energy. It's a quick energy boost. So anything that, for example, is fruit juice is natural. So focus on understanding that bodybuilders, they go and they go to the gym and they get themselves a smoothie and they put caffeine in it and they put cocoa powder and chocolate in it. And they're trying to build their muscles like this off chocolate. But never have chocolate to build your muscles, because that's white sugar, and it's bad for your muscles, really. White sugar is bad for your muscles, and so is the caffeine and cocoa powder, because it's all addictive. Understand Red Bulls is the worst thing you can drink. Red Bulls is the worst. I was a fanatic of Red Bull before. I was drinking a lot of V, and I was drinking Mother, and I was drinking all the actual energy drinks, and it would never ever gave me energy drink, man. It never gave me energy, man. All it gave me is a caffeine hit. Caffeine hit. I was looking for that caffeine hit. It never gave me energy, man. I was like this. That's what Red Bulls and Mother and energy drinks do. It makes you like this, man. Do you want to? How do you sleep? How do you sleep? It will never help you sleep, man. So truck drivers, what they do is they stop at the servo and they get those little ones. They get the little hits of caffeine and they drink one like this, and guess what? They're up 24 hours, man. Understand? Because that's like an ice hit. I was doing a lot of ice before, and because I was doing a lot of ice, I was taking ice in Coca-Cola, and I was putting ice in water, and I was drinking water with ice, and ice like methamphetamine and amphetamines, and it did wreck my teeth. It did wreck my teeth to some extent. So I understand that I really quickly learned to get away from it, because I understand that is never the road. I understand that if you're driving for the next 24 hours after you've done ice or meth, it's still in your system. So you must understand that weed, in terms of drugs, is still in your system after 6 months. Why do they say that? Because it's really, really addictive. Weed is very addictive. So understand that no matter what, the meth is also addictive, and all drugs are addictive. So never be doing drugs and alcohol while you're driving a car. So focus on understanding that you never smoke weed and drive a car. If you're doing drugs today, please never have a car for yourself. If you're doing drugs and alcohol today, you never deserve a car right now. So what you need to do is find yourself having no car at all, so that you can afford much more of a greater life for yourself. Because I understand that drug addicts who are doing drugs and alcohol and also have a car are people who are setting themselves up for a losing streak. Because I have no car, man. I'm sober. What makes you believe that you're much better than me because you're doing drugs and alcohol and you have a car? You're doing drugs and alcohol and you have a car. I'm sober and I never have a car. I never have a car. I never want to own a car unless I have a family. If you have a family and you're doing drugs and alcohol and you have a car, but you have a family too, then stop the alcohol and drugs, man. Keep the car then for your family, so you can have it with your family, but get away from the drugs and alcohol. So when I have a family, I understand I have to get myself then a 4-wheel drive, for example. I have to get myself a 4-wheel drive so that I drive my family around. So that's the important factor over here. I have to have my own car to drive my family around. So that's the whole thing. Although I'm sober, I never have to do drugs. But since I understand either way that if you have no family then have no car for yourself, because I understand right now I have no car for myself, because I understand that I never need anything other than the word I never need a car. I just have myself an Uber. I have an Uber right now. So what's important is to make sure every single day you talk yourself up into something greater. I mean, so focus on understanding that once I understand every single day that I'm focusing on a greater life for myself all the time, I'm making sure that no matter what, I'm going to succeed all the time. So I'm focusing on understanding that I always have much more than just that. I have my word I, and that's it. I mean, if you just speak the word I every single day and you understand how to talk every single day with yourself, and then you understand either way that this time my videos have no microphone this time on them, because I just want to hear everything. I want to be able to record my videos without my phones and audio cutting off. I mean, understand, because I just went recently to Brisbane and I did 1 hour and 30 minutes of video and there was no sound. I was standing up in front of people and talking and there was no sound, man. I mean, that's the worst. So it happens, and I understand that no matter what, that for 2 hours and 30 minutes of my life, I mean, that's what happens when you plug in a microphone into your phone and then you take it out while the video is still playing. I understand, and then guess what? I mean, then your video has no sound anymore. Because why? I mean, your video is still playing, and then you unplug the microphone, and then guess what happens? I mean, the audio is gone from the whole video. I understand, so that's why. I mean, and I never want a microphone on my phone ever again. Because of that, I mean, I never want it. I never want to risk it. I understand, so every single day, never risk your content being lost. I mean, I still have the images of those nice, beautiful sceneries, but the knowledge is something that we did miss out on. I understand, although I never miss out on it. I did, although, enable you to understand what I did say in other videos. So every single day I'm catching up. I understand I make mistakes, but guess what? I'm learning from it. If you learn from your mistakes every single day and you're understanding how to grow yourself in different areas of life, and then you're understanding to just make sure you understand that if you're in a hostel or in a hotel or wherever you are, I mean, make sure you get yourself a camping chair. I have a camping chair right here, and I understand every single day I never need to sit on the bed, for example. I can sit in my camping chair. I understand, so sometimes I like to lay down on my front side and do my laptop like this while I'm laying down on my front side. I mean, you understand me? And sometimes I like to lay all the way back like this. I mean, understand? I like to lay all the way back, and I like to write like this. I understand? And then I like to turn on the side, and I write on the side a bit. And then my ass is hurting, and then I just want to lay down on my chest for a bit. I understand, because my ass is hurting. I understand, my bum is hurting. So guess what? I mean, every single day you must understand that sometimes I want to sit down, I want to stand up. I understand every day. I understand sometimes I want to lean. I want to walk like a dog sometimes. I understand. I want to change up. I want to change up my posture. So I just want to try out something. So every single day, focus on trying out something for yourself. I understand that what's amazing is if you try to walk like a dog today. I mean, it's so funny. Try to do it in front of people. I mean, it's so funny. I mean, it's hilarious. I mean, just say, arr, arr, arr. I mean, you understand? I mean, it's so hilarious. I mean, every single day, focus on understanding that if you go and really, let's say, spark the interest with yourself to grow in different ways, you're going to find different ways of thinking and different ways of strategizing. I mean, what's important is understanding that if you have a nice, beautiful eye guard, for example, I mean, make sure you understand that right here, I have a nice, beautiful eye guard. And now my eye guard is just like this. I have a pink one or one of these ones because that's all I had. So what I do is I place it on my beautiful eyes like this, and then I sleep, and I understand either way there's no light coming into my eyes if the sun is coming into my eyes. So I understand I see nothing other than darkness when I'm sleeping. I understand, so what's important is I understand that in my shoulder bag over here, I understand I bring some nice beautiful, let's say, I bring my nice beautiful way of saying my cotton earbuds, and what I do is I tie them up in my nice beautiful bag over here. So I tie it up like this, and then either way I understand that what's important is this is inside of my shoulder bag, because I understand that what's important is after a shower, I mean, I use 1 or 2 to just really clean my ears every single day. And what's important is understanding that sometimes you may find yourself at a, let's say, you may find yourself at a highway somewhere and you're stranded, or let's say you're never stranded. I mean, you're just making sure that you are never stranding yourself anywhere, but you're never lost. But maybe you're finding yourself around toxic fumes and petrol and all that. So have yourself one of these. I mean, it's a coronavirus mask. So either way, you must understand what's important is doing this. I mean, in a sense, so make sure you bring one with you. I mean, bring one, because you never know other than yourself only. I mean, know your word I only. I understand, so every single day, I understand that what's important is get yourself a business card, of course, and make sure every single day to go and really understand. I'm just teaching you skills over here. I understand that if I say get yourself a mask, I'm carrying one. I mean, you see this? I'm carrying one, because I understand that I find myself sometimes around vehicles and around smokers and all that. So I put on my mask right away. I mean, if there's a smoker around you, I mean, get out your coronavirus mask and put it on. Understand? Because that way, the smoke will never ever go into your lungs. Understand? I mean, do you understand that? I promise you, the smoke will never go into your lungs of cigarettes ever when you're doing a nice, beautiful way of coronavirus mask. Understand? So what you realize is you have more protection. I mean, you have more protection from the fumes and toxins out there when you're wearing a coronavirus mask. But is it complete protection? For now, it can actually maybe come from the sides. I mean, the smoke can come from the sides or something, but just move yourself from the situation altogether. I mean, so that's the important part of life, and making sure every single day you're growing in different ways. So understand that, for example, people from the past and people from this life, in terms of most of the people in the planet, I mean, they have no legacy. I mean, if you look at Donald Trump, I mean, Donald Trump's the president of America, for example, and he was just, I mean, he's an ex-president now. I mean, it's Joe Biden now. I mean, although you must understand that he is a business individual, and also he makes his own TV shows. I realize he has that nice, beautiful Trump Tower. I mean, in a sense, so those are something that creates his nice, beautiful legacy. I realize that's something that creates his legacy. I understand, although that what's important is understanding that if you have the nice, beautiful show, The Apprentice, which is Donald Trump's show, I mean, you understand why he has a legacy much greater. I understand because he's a real estate guru, and he has books here and there, and he has a biography, and he's rich, and he has money and all this, and he has 5 kids and all that. So focus on understanding that I'm looking better than him now, because I'm looking better, because I'm much better than yesterday, but he's physically fat today, is Donald Trump. I mean, he's fatter than before, is what I'm saying. I'm fat, but I'm looking better than yesterday. I mean, understand, but he's looking worse than yesterday. Right now, you must understand that is why I understand that rich people who are looking fat and obese, I mean, how are you rich when you're looking obese, man? I understand. So what's amazing is being able to be fit while you're actually walking life. So when you're walking life, I mean, never rush to a 9-to-5 job. I mean, be rushing to do online social media and being able to communicate online and communicate your legacy. So if you look at me, I want to be able to understand that I just did upload a recent video online. I said to myself, I have to create another one. I have to create another one really quickly. I have to create another language video as well. I just push it online really quickly, because what's going to happen from that point is I'm really investing in myself to have a greater legacy than everybody else while I'm actually learning. So I'm pushing myself to learn, because everybody else wants to be around each other. I mean, everybody else from the past and from life itself wants to be around parks at night time, and they want to go smoke weed at 3 o'clock in the morning, and they want to do ice at 4 o'clock in the morning, and other people want to go clubbing from Friday to Saturday to Sunday, and Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday, and Friday and Saturday. I mean, they just want to go clubbing, and other people have no time for anybody other than what they're doing, and that's great. But what's amazing is understanding that you need your time for yourself. So make sure you're never around other people, but make sure you understand that other people are just with family, and all they want to do is just be with family. In a sense, so never ever be with other people, because they'll disappoint you. And then I'm saying this because I understand I never need to be with other people. I mean, in a sense, so if you're living with parents, I realize if you're living with your parents, I mean, that's a disappointment if you're living with your parents. But if you just come to visit your parents, I mean, that's different. I mean, if you come to visit your parents for a bit, I mean, that's different. I mean, you can sleep for a bit and then go. I mean, but never ever live with them anymore. I mean, if you're living with your parents all the time, I mean, how do you expect to do anything in life? I mean, make sure you understand that eventually you have to move away from your parents' house. I mean, I did move away from my parents' house at 26. I understand I did move away from my dad's house in terms of my biological dad, and now I understand that I'm my real dad, I'm a real mum, I'm a real cousin, I'm a real family member. So what's important is understanding that every single day that your communicational skills is something that's going to improve you. And now if you're doing your nice, beautiful communicational skills every single day, I mean, let people from the past see you every single day. I mean, everybody from the past. I mean, I have over 70,000 people watching me every single day that have met me and more. I mean, they've met me and they understand I have a YouTube channel. I mean, so every single day I'm posting online, and I promise you they can all see me. I can say, although, that what's important is make sure that you're always much more productive. I understand either way, guys. I just had to go and drink some nice beautiful fruit juice because I felt some hairs going on in my mouth or something like that. I understand that what's important is wash out your mouth if something is bothering you. So I understand that you must never let anything bother you. I mean, nothing's letting me, but I realize nothing is bothering me, because I understand I just want to realize to just drink something. I understand, so every single day, I understand that I'm never letting anything get to the word I. I mean, nothing can bother me. I understand every single day I'm focusing on understanding on how to grow myself, because when I grow myself, I understand I have to wash my mouth out because of something that feels like there is like a hair or a strand or something in my mouth, and it's actually, I mean, it's getting in the way. I mean, in the sense of what I do is I just go and drink something. I mean, in the sense every single day, I focus upon understanding that I check out my mouth, I look in the mirror, I say, I mean, is there a hair in my mouth or something like that? And you guys can understand. So every single day, you must understand, I make sure I'm always taking care of myself. But I'm pausing the videos and I'm starting them and I'm moving around. And now if somebody, let's say, comes into your nice beautiful accommodation where you're sleeping and other people are sleeping there and they're making noise, I mean, guess what? I mean, you can ask them to quiet down. Or, I mean, you can also ask them to do a video while they're watching you. Or you can just go into the next room or go somewhere else totally and do your nice beautiful content somewhere else and just continue the video. I mean, so there's no excuses for why you can never succeed. I mean, you can only succeed if you understand to put your mindset to it. I approach now every single day. I understand that when I'm growing myself in different ways and I'm looking for different experiences and different ways of thinking, and every single day understanding on how to really plan my life, I make sure that before I even write anything down in my journal, I understand to ask myself the question, I mean, am I able to do a 1 hour video or not? I mean, there's a sense every single day that if I choose to do a 1 hour video on something that I want to write down and talk about, I mean, I'd rather do it in a video than write it down, because I'm much faster doing everything in a video today than I am writing it physically down in a phone. I mean, in a sense, so sometimes I really love to write down stuff. I really love to just go in my journal and just talk out everything, because I have much more time to speak and I have much more time to write everything down in a phone than I do in a video. So sometimes in a video, I understand that I get everything I ever want to say in a video really, really straightforward into a video right away. I understand. So when I understand either way that what's important is making sure that you're around much more positive people who have a legacy. So anybody who has a legacy today is somebody worth it. I mean, in the sense that they're people who are creating something big for themselves. I mean, look at Ariana Grande and also Beyonce and Britney Spears and Justin Timberlake and Eminem. I mean, these guys and women, I mean, you must understand, no matter what, that they are really, really boosting their career. So if you're around people who are boosting their career today, I mean, they're much more successful than everybody else. Because why? I mean, because they have a career. I mean, they have a legacy. But everybody else believes they have some kind of legacy inside of a 9-to-5 job. I mean, if you're just going to be in a 9-to-5 job and never have internet for yourself, I mean, how do you expect to be doing something great in this lifetime? I understand, because what people are doing in this daily life in terms of 2021 is they're working on a 9-to-5 job for the next 50 years. And they believe they have a great legacy in a 9-to-5 job. I mean, and they never ever want to be a social media guru. I mean, they never want a YouTube channel. I mean, they never want a social media. I mean, they never want to do up the social media. I mean, they never want to write more books. I mean, all they want is to work on a 9-to-5 job to live an average, okay life. I mean, that's never the life, is it? Now, what the life is, I realize, is working on a 9-to-5 job. I mean, working on a 9-to-5 job, they'll make the money, and also be doing YouTube and social media and building a legacy even more. I mean, isn't that much more simple? I mean, it's so much more simple, but people never believe in themselves. I mean, they never believe in themselves, and they're unaware of how to help themselves and how to help you grow. I mean, now, I understand in Brisbane City, I mean, over 200,000 people have seen me in 2 days. I mean, guess what? I mean, none of them want to help me grow. I mean, they're saying because none of them can help me grow. I mean, you can never help me grow. I mean, whatever you're doing for me on the side, I mean, maybe you may be sharing me around or whatever. I mean, guess what? I mean, that's something of a given. I mean, that's a given. But I have to grow myself. I mean, you can never grow me. I can never grow you. I can give you the ideas. I can give you more ideas than you are giving me. I mean, so I'm always giving people more ideas because that's how I'm succeeding. I'm succeeding through giving more ideas. I'm solving more problems. I promise you every single day, I want to be on top of life so much that nothing in terms of a problem is going to get in the way of my success. So when I find a problem, I find the solution right away. I find a problem, I have a solution right now. I have no problem. You understand? I promise you every single day, I'm making sure of that. I'm making sure that I understand that those people who are working on a 9-to-5 job need to do better. I mean, you need to do better, and you have to understand that Ryan Tracy says that you must put your head down and just start doing your 9-to-5 job and start working and never talk at the 9-to-5 job other than with yourself. I mean, never talk to other people at the 9-to-5 job, because what this is helping you with is to understand something, that other people are never in it for you. I mean, they're in it to bludge around and to have no legacy, but you are going to strictly work the 9-to-5 job, and you're going to get the money, and you're going to get the money, and then you're going to get the fuck out of the 9-to-5 job, because that way you're going to create something big for yourself. I mean, you're going to get that money, and you're going to travel the world. I mean, you're going to do something with it. I mean, you're going to make sure you understand that if you're working for that money, I mean, never gamble it. I mean, never gamble the money. I mean, if you make 50 grand, I mean, never put it into blackjack. I mean, it took you 2 years to earn that money. I mean, so make sure you understand that people in the blackjack tables and casinos, I mean, they never allow me to have a phone with me while I'm playing blackjack or, let's say, gambling. I mean, and why is that? Because they want me to waste my time. I mean, but what's amazing is I never gamble in the first place. I mean, so I was gambling before, but I was never much of a blackjack type of guy. I was more the poker guy, I was more the sports bet, and I was more soccer teams and correct score and all that. I mean, so make sure you understand that while I was growing up, I grew up with a father, in terms of a biological father, who was always taking me to the races and the horses, and we were playing horses, and he says, which number? And I say, number 7. And I never even read about the horse. I just realized I just said number 7. And he puts $100 on it, and we lose. I mean, and now we have nothing to eat for 5 days. I mean, whose fault is that? I mean, you understand? I mean, guess what? I mean, why did I even go in the first place? I mean, understand? I mean, my biological dad, who's 4 years of age, asking a little 7-year young individual what her number was. I mean, guess what? And then we have nothing to eat, man. I mean, that's the kind of way I grew up, man. I mean, so either way, approach now, you must understand that when money is low in your family, I mean, you must understand now it's time for you to leave the house. I mean, if money is low in your family right now, and there's no finances right now in your house, I mean, leave the house right now. Because why do you want to live like that? I mean, why do you want to live in a family that has less than $10 a day, man? I mean, what for? I grew up with less than $10 a day, man. I grew up in one stage where I had $20 a day at least. And that's it. I mean, that's the max I was getting from my biological dad. I mean, $20 a day. I mean, how do I even have how do I have a wife? How do you even have a wife and kids with $20 a day, man? I mean, so if money is low in your family today, I mean, what you can do is start a social media and build a legacy right now. I mean, first of all, it's never about the money. I mean, it's more about your legacy. And it's more about making a Jesus Christ legacy. So what is Jesus Christ doing today to make his legacy come true? I mean, of course, Jesus Christ is making his story. First of all, I mean, Jesus Christ is giving his story. I mean, Jesus Christ is documenting Jesus Christ. I mean, Jesus Christ is building a team. I mean, Jesus Christ is doing leadership. I mean, Jesus Christ is going around teaching people. I mean, Jesus Christ is doing the work for free. I mean, Jesus Christ is giving the Bible for free to everybody. I mean, Jesus Christ is giving you information for free. I mean, go and start off like that. I mean, make sure you understand, either way, that the Bible and everything of knowledge is already done for you. I mean, the knowledge of the God and everything in terms of life, in terms of knowledge, is already done for you. And all you have to do now is just create your life with that. I mean, in a sense, so all you have to understand that life is done for you already in terms of knowledge. I mean, all you have to do is accumulate that knowledge now and do it. I mean, you have to do the knowledge now. I love that. Now, God already done the work for you. I mean, God's shown you already, in terms of Jesus Christ, has shown you the path and the way. I mean, you have to follow Jesus Christ now. I understand? I mean, without Jesus Christ, I mean, how do you find the path of Jesus Christ without Jesus Christ? I mean, without Jesus Christ here, I mean, then you have no pathway to God. I mean, then you have no pathway to the best life. I mean, because Jesus Christ came here, I mean, Jesus Christ is teaching me exactly what Jesus Christ is doing in the Bible to teach you how to live your life. I mean, if you understand how to read Jesus Christ today, and then you understand how to follow Jesus Christ in faith, like I am today, and then I follow exactly as Jesus Christ is doing. I teach people for free. I go around people, I public speak for free in front of people. I go and make the Bible of my life, and I give my life story for free. I go and become a life coach, just like Jesus Christ, and I go and give that for free. Understand? I go and do the Jesus Christ habits for free, which is anything that Jesus Christ is, I'm doing it. So Jesus Christ delays gratification, I delay gratification. I mean, Jesus Christ is a vegan, I'm a vegan too. I mean, Jesus Christ never kills animals, I never kill animals too. I mean, Jesus Christ never hurts other people, I never hurt other people too. I mean, Jesus Christ gives me the 10 Commandments, I follow the 10 Commandments. Understand? I mean, that's what you need to do. I mean, you go read about Jesus Christ and read about what I'm doing. I mean, if you want to understand the best way to Jesus Christ now is the Bible of Jesus Christ. And then understanding the way I also am the best way to Jesus Christ. Along with that. Because I teach you exactly how to get to Jesus Christ. I mean, through me, you understand my nice, beautiful knowledge directs you to Jesus Christ. I mean, make sure you copy my habits. I mean, make sure you understand what I'm doing is what you must be doing. And Jesus Christ agrees with what I'm doing today. I mean, if you understand every single day that you must also agree with it. I mean, make sure every single day, focus on understanding that you must be lifting people today if you feel successful. And either way, you must be lifting people. I mean, make sure you understand that most people are fake with you. I mean, why are they fake? Because they never have a career of a legacy. I mean, they're never going to be great. I mean, how do you be great in life? I mean, all you do is create more knowledge. I mean, how much knowledge do I have? I have more knowledge than you. I mean, go and create more than me. I mean, go create more knowledge than I have on the internet right now in YouTube videos. I mean, how much YouTube videos do I have right now? I have over 750 videos right now. I mean, go and create more videos than that. I mean, go and create more than 10,000 hours of videos about you online. I mean, understand? And that's how you create a great legacy. I mean, everybody else, in terms of everybody from the past that I ever met, has no YouTube channel. I'm the only one with a YouTube channel, man. I mean, everybody else may have a YouTube channel, but they're never even continuing that YouTube channel. I mean, it's really, really complete. I mean, they have done it in terms of they did start, and then guess what? I mean, they're retirements already. I mean, in a sense, so what you realize is, understand that only I have a great YouTube channel. I'm the only one who has a great YouTube channel that is consistent about everything. I understand? So I'm the only one making sure that this world is going to go and do better. I understand? Because that's how I feel. I make sure every single day that I understand that Jesus Christ is doing the work for me right now in terms of everything. So all I have to do is just follow Jesus Christ, and then I make sure every single day you have the information of God, and then I make sure every single day I'm giving you new ideas, and making sure every single day I'm looking at different areas of conclusion and different ways of success every single day to go and really study and to go and really speak my mind out every single day so that I can create my own TV show, which is my TV show here. I mean, every single day I have a beautiful TV show, don't I? I'm very beautiful because I understand how to take care of myself. I'm taking care of myself all the time. I'm making sure I'm groomed. I'm making sure every single day I do much better than yesterday, and I'm moving on with information because I understand that either way, that what's important is this video is done, because I understand it's over 1 hour now. I understand every single day. Focus on your life, guys. I mean, focus upon understanding that we need to lift people today. Unfortunately, most people are unaware, but what you need to do now is get away from people because they're unaware about you and your success, and guess what? I mean, you never need that. I mean, all you need is to understand that free legacy right now is made for you if you understand how to deserve it, and if you understand how to get it. I mean, you must go and do it. I mean, you must understand every single day that if you want a great legacy, you have to walk your steps. I can never walk for you. I can only walk for I. I can only walk for I. I can only work for the word I. I mean, in a sense, that every single day, you must understand that. I promise you, every single day, understand how to grow and love your life and be complete.